Urgent Philadelphia Eagles fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here we bring you daily videos with the latest Philadelphia Eagles updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Eagles fans! Today, we've got some exciting news that's been buzzing around the NFL and, of course, the Philadelphia Eagles. And trust me, what's happening right now could be a game-changer for this team. We're talking about a major move on the defensive front, a strategic signing that signals the Eagles' serious intentions to contend at the highest level. Yes, I'm talking about the addition of John Cominsky, a talented defensive lineman who's been making waves in the league and now finds himself donning the green and white. But before we dive into all the details, let's take a moment to appreciate what this means for the Eagles and their fans. This isn't just a signing, it's a statement. The Eagles are clearly serious about building a formidable defense, one that can stand toe-to-toe with the best offenses in the league, especially as we head into what promises to be a highly competitive NFL season. Now, Cominsky's arrival is not just about filling a roster spot. No, sir. It's about adding a player with versatility, athleticism, and a hunger to succeed. The guy has shown in his previous stops that he's not just a typical rotational player, he's someone who can make a real impact. His ability to pressure quarterbacks, disrupt plays in the backfield, and stop the run makes him a valuable asset for any defense, and the Eagles are no exception. You see, Philadelphia has always prided itself on its tough, aggressive style of play, something that's deeply embedded in the team's DNA. Bringing in a player like Cominsky underlines the franchise's commitment to maintaining that identity while also evolving and adapting to the modern NFL, where pass rushes and defensive versatility are more critical than ever. Let's talk a little about his background. John Cominsky, a guy who's been around the league for a few seasons now, initially made his mark with the Atlanta Falcons. He came into the league with a lot of promise, a player with a high motor, great size, and the athletic tools to succeed at the NFL level. Throughout his career, he's shown flashes of brilliance, especially in games where he's been able to generate pressure on the quarterback or stuff the run in critical moments. His versatility is one of his biggest strengths, because he can line up inside or outside, making him a flexible piece that can fit into different defensive schemes. That's exactly what the Eagles need, especially as they look to bolster their front seven to better complement the secondary and create more disruptive plays. This signing is also a reflection of the Eagles' strategic approach this offseason. We've seen them aggressively targeting players who can make an immediate impact, building a roster that's not just talented but also deep and resilient. The front office, led by General Manager Howie Roseman, has been methodically assembling a roster that combines young talent, savvy veterans, and now, key pieces like Cominsky who can elevate the team's overall competitiveness. This move signals that Philadelphia isn't content with just making the playoffs, they want to go further, fight harder, and ultimately contend for the Super Bowl. Fans, you know how passionate the Eagles are about that championship window. Every signing, every draft pick, every offseason move is calculated with that ultimate goal in mind. Now, let's delve into what Cominsky specifically brings to the table. His pass rushing skills are notable. Over his career, he's managed to accumulate a decent number of sacks and pressures, but more than that, he's excellent at collapsing the pocket. That's crucial because one of the Eagles' biggest priorities this season is to generate more consistent pressure on opposing quarterbacks. Think about it, a strong pass rush not only leads to sacks but also disrupts timing, forces turnovers, and ultimately makes life much harder for offenses. Cominsky's athleticism allows him to penetrate gaps and chase down quarterbacks from different angles, which is exactly what the Eagles need to improve their sack production and create more havoc in opposing backfields. But it's not just about rushing the passer. Cominsky's run-stopping ability is equally impressive. He's shown in his previous seasons that he can set the edge and clog running lanes effectively. That's vital in today's NFL, where the ability to stop the run remains a cornerstone of a dominant defense. The Eagles' defensive philosophy has always centered on being tough, disciplined, and relentless, and adding a player like Cominsky helps reinforce those principles. His motor is relentless, and his work ethic is top-notch, which fits perfectly with the culture that head coach Nick Sirianni and defensive coordinator Jonathan Gannon have been cultivating. Speaking of Gannon, he's known for running complex defensive schemes that require versatile players. Cominsky's ability to adapt to different roles makes him an excellent fit. Whether lining up on the interior as a disruptive presence or outside to rush the passer, he offers flexibility that can keep offenses guessing. Coaches love players like him because they can game plan around his skill set and utilize him in various packages. The Eagles' defensive line has been solid in recent years, but they've been looking for that extra spark, that guy who can be a difference maker. Cominsky might very well be that player. In addition to his physical attributes, Cominsky's intangibles are worth mentioning. He's known for his work ethic, leadership qualities, and high motor. These are contagious traits in a football locker room and can help elevate the entire defensive unit. Eagles fans are well aware that defense is about more than just talent, it's about attitude, discipline, and playing with relentless effort. Adding a player who embodies those qualities is a smart move by the front office, and it sends a message that the team is serious about closing gaps and pushing for a deeper playoff run. Now, let's talk about the current state of the Eagles' defense. Last season, they showed flashes of brilliance, especially with their secondary and linebacker play. But they also had moments where they struggled to generate consistent pressure, which is why this offseason has been so active on the defensive line. The team has been making moves to ensure they can apply pressure from multiple angles, and Cominsky's arrival is a big part of that puzzle. The coaching staff has been emphasizing improving their pass rush and run defense, and bringing in someone like Cominsky underscores that commitment. The fans, of course, are already excited. Social media was buzzing with reactions when the news broke, and you can bet that Eagles supporters are eager to see how Cominsky will fit into the scheme. Everyone's talking about his potential impact, and the anticipation for the upcoming season is building. The team has a solid core, especially on offense with Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devonta Smith, but defense wins championships. That's why this signing is so critical. It's about building a balanced team, a team that can dominate on both sides of the ball, and that's exactly what the Eagles are aiming for. And let's not forget the history of this franchise. The Eagles have always been about resilience, grit, and finding ways to win. From the legendary 2017 Super Bowl victory to their consistent playoff appearances in recent years, they've shown an ability to draft smart, develop talent, and make savvy signings. John Cominsky's addition fits that mold perfectly. It's a move that can not only improve their immediate performance but also serve as a building block for future success. The Eagles are known for their smart personnel decisions, and this one is no different. Now, looking ahead, the expectations for this team are sky high. Fans are dreaming of another deep playoff run, maybe even returning to the Super Bowl stage. The NFC is competitive, no doubt about it, with teams like the 49ers, Cowboys, and Lions all vying for supremacy. But the Eagles have the talent, the coaching, and now, they've added that extra piece on defense that could be the difference maker. Cominsky's role will be critical, especially in high-pressure situations where generating pressure or stopping a crucial run can turn the tide of a game. As we approach training camp and preseason games, all eyes will be on how quickly Cominsky integrates into the team's schemes. Will he be a starter right away? Will he come off the bench initially? That remains to be seen, but one thing is certain, his presence will elevate the competition level in the locker room. Young players and veterans alike will be pushed to perform at their best, knowing that Cominsky is there to challenge and motivate everyone around him. So, Eagles fans, you can feel the excitement building. This isn't just a minor signing, it's a strategic move that signals a clear intent to contend, to dominate, and to chase that elusive Super Bowl trophy. With Cominsky's talent, work ethic, and the team's overall talent and coaching, there's every reason to believe that this season could be one of the most exciting in recent memory. The defense, which has sometimes been the Achilles heel in the past, now looks like it's taking a serious step forward. And if the offense continues to click, with Hurts leading the charge and playmakers like Brown and Smith providing firepower, the Eagles could very well be the team to beat in the NFC. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this move? Do you believe Cominsky can be a game-changer? How do you see him fitting into the defensive scheme? Are you optimistic about this season and the team's chances of finally bringing home that Lombardi trophy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Eagles organization. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, breaking down every move, every game, and every bit of news that gets us closer to what we all want, a Super Bowl victory for the Philadelphia Eagles. So stay tuned, stay hyped, and let's get ready for an incredible season ahead.